friends! Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the August BoxyCharm unboxing. What's in the box? If you happen to be new to my channel, or you just can't remember how I do my BoxyCharm unboxings, I have a twist on how I do so many of these videos. But my BoxyCharm videos, they are special. Yes, I open the box, I tell you everything I got. I also go online and let you know what other actual users of these products are saying. Because as an oily skin girl who lives in the very humid climate of Florida, my life and face and makeup preferences may be totally different from yours. Maybe you have dry skin. Maybe you live in a drier climate. So that's why I love to give you the most information possible in these videos, because I get 3 boxes every single month. So I have a lot of products to go through. And because of that, I also do monthly giveaways. And I can tell you this is going to be a really hefty giveaway, because there are plenty of items in here that I want to give away to you guys, because right now 'tis the season to be giving back, because oh my gosh, how crazy is this year been? I know a lot of people are also having a hard time getting their BoxyCharms. I am too. Even some of my favorite YouTubers that I love to watch, even their BoxyCharm videos haven't posted because shipping has been difficult. Life is struggling. So I am so happy to tell you that there's going to be a big giveaway in this video as always. So be sure you are subscribed and check out the description box below so you know exactly how to enter. Be sure you leave information on how to get in contact with you, whether that's an Instagram, handle, or your email, whatever's the best way to get in touch with you. Also, in the beginning of these videos, we must do a disclaimer as influencers that do get some PR boxes. I do need to remind you guys, because it is an FTC law and I am a law-abiding citizen here on YouTube. I get a PR box sent to me every month. This is gifted to me. I can tell you this box, my PR box, has quite a few goodies in here that I am dying to talk to you about that I'm going to be giving to you, along with a few other things from some of my other boxes. If you're curious about BoxyCharm because maybe you're just wanting a makeup subscription for yourself right now, I'll leave some more information below along with my link that you can use to get your own BoxyCharm. Yes, I do make a small commission if you use my link, but that's just kind of like tipping your fellow YouTuber for doing all of this work behind the scenes for you. So let's jump into these 3 boxes, because as many of you know, these are longer videos, but I love giving you the most information I possibly can. So starting at the top, let's talk about this PR box I have right here. The first thing I'm seeing right on top of this box, I usually wait a little bit to tell you giveaway items, but I can't wait right now. I have to tell you about this because I almost kept this one for myself. But I have way too many brushes, and I know so many of you are wanting some good brushes right now. So right now I am gifting you guys these Morphe brushes. This includes an oval shadow brush, a pro firm blending crease brush, a tapered mini blender brush, and an angle liner brush. I will be honest, I am very curious about the Morphe brushes, but honestly, my brush collection is already hard enough to keep up with as far as cleaning and using, so I wanted to gift this to you guys. So you know, in the beginning of this video, this is your first giveaway item. The second item, I ended up getting 2 of these. One in the base box that I pay for, and one in this PR box. So I am so excited to tell you there is a Butter London eyeshadow palette in here that I am wearing on my eyes today. I wore some on my eyes yesterday, and I am thoroughly enjoying it, but I'm really excited for it for this fall, which is right around the corner. We're already at the end of August. How did this happen? Back to the makeup. Let's talk about it. I'm so happy to say this is a cruelty-free item called the Teddy Boy Butter London 9-piece eyeshadow palette. It has one of these interesting opens, which isn't my ultimate favorite if I'm going to be honest with you, but these are the shadows. Now, I told you I have 2 of these, so this one is my palette that I have already used yesterday and today on my eyes. And as you can see this, if you are a longtime subscriber of mine, you know right now I'm loving a nude eye look. So this was really exciting to get because I actually enjoy some of the Butter London formulas. I've tried some of their shimmer on natural palettes in the past. Those weren't my jam, but their regular shadows are really good. Right now, the shade that is a highlighty shade that is just all over the inner part of my lid, and I used yesterday for my inner corners and under the brow to really lift the face, to give us that free facelift, is this gorgeous shimmer shade right down here. This is one of those really beautiful, it's a very cool toned icing frosting shadow that I really enjoy in an inner corner and under the brow. But today I got another palette that I really wanted to do a more bold shade that had some texture to it. But then when it was a little too much, I added this today onto the whole inner part of my lid, and I packed it on with a brush to really blend and marry with another color that I'll talk about in just a minute. And I thought it did a beautiful job of really opening up the eye look and giving it some complex dimension to it that really helps my personal eye shape. I do have very round eyes, so I have to do a little bit more work to make them maybe look a little cat-like. I also liked the Simon shade here as a neutral, cool toned build up crease shade. I did that yesterday and really enjoyed it. I also used this dark brown shade for some of my outer corner yesterday. Ooh, it actually matches my nails. That's kind of cute. I'm really excited to play. Oh, I also went into the shade Nichole today to just kind of like lay down a base color because this is a nice nude shade. I really want to see what other people who have had a longer amount of time or have used different shades than me think about this palette when I'm going in through the online reviews for you, because I think I got this a little late. Like we all know, it's towards the end of the month and I finally got all my boxes in to try them. They all came pretty quickly together, but it was later in the month. You know how it is right now with COVID and shipping. It kind of is what it is. But I'm thinking this will be a really nice smoky eye palette. This will be a nice neutral palette. But I haven't gotten to play with some of these richer tones yet because I haven't had it that long. So I really want to do a deep dive to see what other people are saying, because you are going to be getting this in the giveaway as well. This is a $28 value, which is not crazy pricey. So if this is something, I know a lot of you guys still watch my BoxyCharm videos, even if you don't get BoxyCharm, because you want to know the behind the scenes goods on these products, because you can buy them even if you don't have BoxyCharm. And this is an inexpensive product for 28 bucks compared to the, the $56 palettes and things like that. So let's see what other people are saying to help give you guys a better idea. But if you are new here and maybe you don't know this, I will be reviewing these items again in a quarter, because I do quarterly updates with BoxyCharm to let you know an even deeper review of all of the products that I keep and try for you guys. Actually, the last video I did, if you're new here, was a good completion of the second quarter's boxes. I went deep into all of them. They are, again, longer videos, so be sure to be subscribed and check out those videos. I'll link that one above for you. I tell you guys the good and the bad. You know that here. The very first one from Kayla says, I wasn't thrilled with this palette, if I'm going to be honest with you. Colors are pretty, but I don't see myself wearing a navy blue eyeshadow. So I thought that too, but I could easily see me putting a navy blue eyeshadow under the eyes, because I've definitely done that, or use it as a complementary like outer corner shade to buff into something else. There are options, but I could definitely say I probably wouldn't put a navy blue shade all over my lid either, unless I put that very highlighty shade on my lid in the inner corner and pulled it out. Christina gave it 3 hearts and said, not excited about this palette. The colors are super neutral and I'm just not a huge fan of this brand. That's fair. Rissa said, these colors are really pretty. I just wish all of the pans were the same size. Ooh, this kind of palette is kind of getting slaughtered right now in these reviews. Crystal gave this a 1 heart review and said the shades in the photo are not what they look like in person. They are all blah, browns, and darks. When blended, they look like mud. Like I said, I've only had this for 2 days now. Today's the 2nd day I'm wearing it, and I do have another palette that I'm marrying with it because I got 2 palettes. So I am intrigued to delve into this more. I do have to say that I did feel like I needed a secondary palette to do my eyes with, to be honest. So there is that. Kayla R said, I'm not a huge eyeshadow person, but I was excited to get this palette in my box because a lot of these are neutral and I feel like I can actually use them. Nice colors and cool case, says Nichole. I'm not a big fan of these kind of cases, to be honest with you. I decluttered that Tarte palette that opened like this, but that was mostly because I didn't need that face palette. Okay, so KP gave this 2 hearts and said the mattes in this palette have no pigment. I had to dig my brush in for anything to show up. I loved the color story and was super excited to try it, but there was just no payoff. I can tell you Archie, this, shimmery shade I keep talking about, does have some good pigment to it. The Graham was okay, but again, I've only used this as a secondary palette, so I'm going to have to give you guys a little bit more of a review soon, it sounds like. Caitlin C. said, I was truly so happy to see this in my box. The colors are perfect for the transition into fall. Super perfect for honestly all seasons and any eye color. Great pigmentation, minimal fallout. I did find when I put my brush into these, there was some powder and it was a little messy, so keep that in mind, but she doesn't think there's any fallout on her face, which is good. I'm actually just seeing a lot more 1 heart reviews or people saying that they really aren't loving this. So I'm going to give you guys a deeper review in an upcoming video. Something that I really want to try that came in my PR box, and I really want my husband to try because he loves trying the skincare, are these Milk Makeup Cooling Water Eye Patches. I just got this, so I have not been able to try it yet. These are a $22 value, a set of cooling depuffing gel patches. There are 6 pairs in here. So let's see what people are saying online about these. I really do want to try them, but I did just get my box, so I haven't had the opportunity to. So let's see what people are saying. As I'm reviewing some of these reviews, a lot of these are very quick 1-line reviews, very soothing. This product is very nice, like it. Took the advice of another reviewer and put these in the refrigerator first. Yes, great pro tip. Feels so nice on these really hot days. Oh my gosh, yes. It has been triple digits with heat index here for probably over a week now, and in my little tiny house, we're having to get our AC worked on because it's not cooling the way it used to. Long story long, no matter how big your house is, there's always going to be something as a homeowner you gotta work on or spend money on. So I'm looking for all the cooling effects I can get right now. So this sounds amazing. Some people are saying they tried it once, didn't notice the difference of their under eyes, but you know, sometimes you gotta let things sit a while, have some use more than one. Vanessa P said these had an awesome cooling effect. So I cannot wait to try these, but yes, a fun pro tip is to stick them in the fridge maybe 15 minutes before you pop them on your eyes, and oh my goodness, it'll feel amazing. So I have a question. I need your help with something. I have spent far too long Googling, is this brand cruelty-free? I don't know. I can't seem to get a straight answer online. So do you guys know, have you tried the QMS brand before? This is QMS Meta Cosmetics Active Glow Tinted Day Cream. I cannot find anywhere if this is a cruelty-free brand, and maybe I'm just missing it. I've been crazy busy with work and life right now. So do you know, have you tried this? Help a sister out, please, because I would love to try this, but I don't know. And since some of my favorite YouTubers that I love to watch that are also cruelty-free or do their best to be cruelty-free like I do, they haven't gotten their box yet to post. So help a girl out. I need your help. Let's go online and see what people are saying. This is a $105 value. What? Like, that to me is crazy high. And I know this is a very skincare brand. That's why I really want to know if it's cruelty free, because I want to stick it on my face if it is. This has over 3,200 reviews. See what Madison says. Madison says 2 hearts. This was easy to put on and made my skin look hydrated and glowy. But the color was awful. I wasn't wearing any makeup, and I got comments that it looked like I had caked on makeup. Ooh, it looks really orange on my skin tone, and I will not be using. Ooh, that's disappointing. Tara F said, I love this for days that I don't want to wear makeup, but I need just a little something to even out my skin tone. That's what I was envisioning when I was reading that this is a tinted day cream. Just kind of like help balance it out, maybe look a little more even. Michelle T said 5 hearts. Love this. So far, everything I've tried by QMS, I've loved, and this is no exception. Okay, so she's tried the brand, and she likes this along with it. See, I like endorsements like that, because then I feel like I get more details. I have very fair skin, and this blended seamlessly into it. It made my skin look perfect and gave a beautiful glow with a tiny bit of tan. I definitely recommend it. So nice and pretty. Okay, this sounds really nice. Please be cruelty-free. Why can't you put this on your packaging? This isn't like a US brand or anything, so that's probably why some of the regulations are different and maybe they don't mark it. I don't know. Katie K says, I love how smooth this goes on. Light coverage, perfect. Loved this, all caps, says Patricia. Jillian said, I love QMS products, including this tinted day cream. I'm really hoping someone's going to say I love it because it's cruelty-free, but I don't know. Usually that doesn't come up in these kind of reviews. Okay, Ricky P said broken pump and orangey in color. I am fair, light in skin tone, so I was really just disappointed. Kathleen G said this is great for when you don't want to use foundation, but you need just a little something. Guys, if you know if this is cruelty free, please let your girl know, because I'd love to try it. Really would. So that is everything for my PR box that was gifted to me by BoxyCharm. Again, if you are curious about getting your own box, go ahead and check out my link below where I do get a little commission. Now I'm trying to decide, do I move on to my base box that I picked out my choice item with, or should I move on to the premium? You know what? Let's do my base box and then we'll do the premium at the end. And there's definitely a giveaway item in there that is a high-end item. Something else that I did receive in my base box that I chose, I've talked about this a lot on my channel over the past year or so. I really love the Too Faced Born This Way Super Coverage Concealer. This baby is a multi-use sculpting concealer. I've told you guys that this stuff is amazing for my skin type, even as I have evolved with skin changes over the past year plus at this point. I can tell you that I have very expressive eyes, obviously, so creasing is a very common thing for me. But also, going from extremely oily to now kind of combo, and then rarely or on weird weather days, I have some dry patches because the world is crazy and your skin is like, help a sister out. This concealer has worked no matter what my face has decided to do that day. It doesn't crease, it's easy and smooth to blend out. It goes beautifully with any foundation I have ever tried to put it with, and it's cruelty-free, which I totally appreciate. However, when I was picking my choice item, I already knew this is what I wanted, and so many of you reached out to me and you were like, so you know, choice is up and your favorite concealer is on there, get it girl, get it. Because this is a little bit of a pricier item. This is a $29 concealer, and I'm a babe that likes to keep it on a budget, so I love like a good no filter ColourPop concealer because those are what, $8-9, amazing. But this lasts forever. I am still got a little bit of product left in my other one, but when I was picking this, they didn't have the color that I like. So the color that I have in the original one that I had was porcelain. I really love this, and I have used this baby up. Like, look at the side. What is this? I'm going to call it pan for a concealer because look at all that. I've been scraping that baby. That tells you I love it. You know that's an endorsement when I already have practically an empty one and I'm still scraping it out. But the color that I did receive, because I went online and I was like, well, what's a close match to this sort of, is Pearl. I think Pearl, I haven't done a side-by-side swatch, so let's do that here live with you, friends. Put Pearl on a little bit right here, I think. This may be a bit warmer than what my other one is. So this one will be Pearl. I'm putting on a swatch that's big enough for everybody to see. And this is Porcelain. Porcelain is definitely a bit lighter, definitely more cool toned. Like, look how much that blends into my skin. Whereas this one, I'll probably have to work. I also had less product over here, obviously. But that kind of gives you an idea. Like, Porcelain is a great shade for me, obviously. This I've still been able to make work, though, even though they didn't have that as an option for me to choose. And there's also more product there. Keep that in mind, so it looks a little bit more built up. I wore this yesterday. I wore this today. But like I said, I've been using this formula for over a year, and I thoroughly enjoy it as a girl who makes a lot of facial expressions in the day. And in 2020, I feel like a lot of my facial expressions have probably been a lot more like I just ate a lemon, where I'm like, what the heck just happened? What? No. And everything is still smooth under there. Like, thank you. I will say right up front, in case you're noticing a little smudge under here, that is from another product that I'm going to get into in a minute that I am none too pleased with. And I may give you a little disclaimer about that in an upcoming moment. So just hold your horses if you're seeing this little smudge under here, because I'm going to tell you about that. To be honest, because I have loved this product for so long, I almost feel like I don't even need to go through the reviews, but because I love to know what other people are saying for other skin types, to help all my friends out here, I will still go on a deep dive for you, but just know this has been something that I've even had in my cart ready to spend another 29 bucks on to buy it, and then I heard BoxyCharm was giving it to us, so thank you. Right now, this is totally out of stock with BoxyCharm. All their colors got picked over. So Stephanie S says, this is a great concealer, but I chose the wrong shade and now it's way too dark. Kayla G said, my only complaint is the color was too dark for me. Other than that, this would have made a great concealer. Michelle H, 5 hearts. Love this concealer. Larissa B said, I absolutely love this. Super light, blurs my imperfections, and it does not, in all caps, set in my wrinkles. Exactly. I feel like those of us that have expressive eyes or just already have under eye lines, we can tell a good covering, non-creasing concealer almost immediately, and then we just covet it and love it and call it our precious. Virginia R said, this is the best concealer ever. I am definitely buying it again. I love this stuff so much, and I'm so glad that other people are now discovering it, maybe for the first time, and even if it's a too dark shade for them, now they know what the formula is like, so they can decide with a more educated try-on test what they should do, how they like it, and now they can buy it for themselves. And hopefully they can give away the one that's too dark for them to someone else. I don't know if it would work well as a foundation. I really don't, because I've only used it as concealer, but I've heard their foundation isn't very good, like the version of that's a foundation. That's just what I've heard on the street, though. I've not tried it. The YouTube streets. Another product that I am still trying to figure out. I have not worn this yet. Again, I just received this box, so give me a little bit of time. This one is kind of stumping me because I've never tried anything like it. And if you have any tips on how I can try it, please let me know, because I'm in front of a screen all day long, whether it's a phone or 2 laptops actually. So I could use any help on how to incorporate this into my skin routine, because I haven't had a chance to figure it out. This is the Mudmasky Blue Light Protection Mask. Blocks high energy visible light from digital devices like smartphones and laptops. Up to 94%. Made for people that spend a lot of time behind a computer screen. This is a $54 value, and I have worked remotely from home on my laptops for over 2 years now, but I'm a marketing director. I'm not always a YouTuber, as many of you know. So I'm always in front of 2 computers actually, and my phones. I've got 2 phones, one work phone, my real phone. I'm in front of screens all the time. So I would really like to figure out how to incorporate this into either an evening skincare routine. I guess it's supposed to be a morning skincare routine. I don't know. And you guys know I've been working on that for a while now. I don't know if I'm supposed to put this on like after my serums, but before my moisturizer, after my moisturizer. How do I apply this into my day? Let's go online and see what they're saying, because maybe people will give us both tips. Hold on. Ooh, so I immediately click into the reviews, and I'm seeing a ton of 1 and 2 heart reviews. Take a deep breath, everybody grab a drink, and let's get into it. Michelle H, very first review. I don't care for how this feels on my face. Lindsay E, gimmicky and ridiculous. 1 heart. This is the most expensive thing in my box? Question mark? If it at least had some decent ingredients, I would use it as skincare, but I don't feel like it has anything beneficial, she says. Seems gimmicky and overly expensive, says Chelsea K. Gimmicky, says Sheena A. Oh gosh. Maybe I don't need to incorporate this in my morning routine. I don't know. Not really sure if I see a difference, but I'm going to keep trying, says Kylie P. All of these are like low scores. Not much use for this product, says Alyssa. Victoria said, don't want to add an extra step to my skincare routine. Smells great, says Christine, and not greasy to wear all day. Well, that's good to hear. Suzanne C said, I've not seen a product like this before, but given that we have to do pretty much everything on our electronics right now due to COVID, this was a great surprise product, and I'm very excited to try it out. She and I are in the same boat of mentality right now. Like, that's what I was thinking too. Like, everything I'm doing is now in front of a screen. So I'm willing to try it. Girl, I'm open to try anything at this point. Anything to help me out. Catherine P says, I haven't seen a huge and obvious change yet, but it feels like a nice moisturizer when you put it on. So that's good to know. Kara M said, I don't know if this actually does anything, but I have used it a few times and it's an interesting product. I'm not upset by it, but other people do. Other people seem pretty upset. Lauren H says, it's interesting and I'm curious if it works out. I will review it on their website if I decide I like it. I kind of want to go to their website right now. Do you want to do a little deeper deep dive? You want to get really into it? I'm curious. If you don't like it, you could fast forward, but I just want to see. Okay, so I'm on the Mudmasky website, and I don't know if I added that Y before, but Mudmasky, and it says Blue Light Protection Mask, 60 milliliters. World's first ever sunblock for against digital devices. Prevents premature aging skin caused by HEV light, keeps skin moisturized, and blocks. So I guess maybe you're supposed to use this as your moisturizer? They're explaining how it works. So there's a deeper dive on their website if you're curious to kind of like learn more if you are getting this and curious. I'm not seeing reviews for this exact item. I don't know if it's like really new to their line or something, or maybe I'm missing it on their website, but I don't see a spot where this has been reviewed by people who've actually tried it. So Tell me your thoughts below in the collective brains of all of us. Tell me your thoughts. I'm curious. The next item I'm going to be talking about from my base box is going in your giveaway. This is the Elizabeth Mott Thank Me Later Eye Primer. This cruelty-free primer enhances your eyeshadow and protects your makeup all day long. I even love the little packaging here. Look how cute that is. I almost pulled this out and put this on, and then I remembered I just did in my quarterly BoxyCharm review. I just reminded myself I have an eyeshadow primer from Pretty Vulgar. I was just letting you guys know about it, so I don't really need a second one, especially since that's not a makeup piece I tend to reach for every time I do makeup. In fact, I hardly use it. I had to remind myself to use the Pretty Vulgar one, so I don't need two things in my collection that are similar. So this is absolutely going in the giveaway to my friends. Now, one of the last items in my base box was something else I had to do a deep dive into, and I did find that this product is cruelty-free, and I made sure to like even put little B shots of me finding it online because I was like, I don't know if this is or not, and some of these products that aren't made here make it kind of hard to find that out. So I'm so happy to say this does seem to be cruelty-free. This is the Clarins Velvet Lip Protector. This is a best-selling natural lip protector to go bold with a new matte finish. It's a liquid lipstick with a weightless mousse texture that delivers a highly pigmented velvety finish with a soft blur effect. I do feel like this is very moussey and very whipped, very descriptive, like as they were saying. I can say the color was a bit more brown toned than I thought, because looking at this packaging, I thought, oh, it's going to be a nude lip. I do love a nude lip if you are new here. I like some eyes that can be bold or neutral, but I like a neutral lip almost all the time, except for Christmas, but that's like once a year. So I was really excited to see that this was a nude lip, but it does come out much darker. I'm wearing this today. The first time I wore it on camera for you yesterday, in the clip you're going to see, I did not have anything else on because I just wanted to see how this applied to bare lips. Today I did use a more pinky nude toned lip liner to kind of go around my lips and fill in and then put this on. I don't feel like it changed the color much though to like make it more pink, because I feel like it looks very similar to how it looked yesterday. It's got more of that brown tone to it, which I don't mind. I think it's really pretty. I think it's going to be a great transition lip for fall as well, because a lot of my other ones aren't as brown toned. They're more pinky toned, which feels more spring and summer. But this is actually pretty nice. It's on my lips and I don't think it lasts terribly too long. It stays in the lines pretty well and it doesn't overpower. It doesn't really move a lot. I've been drinking water, as you can see, and it's still sitting here. It doesn't ghost me like some other products that I've recently talked about in my BoxyCharm quarterly review. So far, I enjoy that. Let's see what other people are going to say online now. Oh, there might be different colors. I'm now seeing 3 different colors down there. Oh yeah, so some people are going to be getting more red toned colors, maybe a little bit more coral toned. Okay, so my shade, where is it? I don't know if that's saying my color shade or what, but I'm not really sure if this has it written anywhere. Elizabeth G said, I received a nice nude color. So I'm gonna think she got this one that none of us can figure out the name to. 01? It's probably, oh, I don't know if it's 01 or what. I don't know. Tatiana said, this is my perfect dark nude. And that is a great descriptor for that, because that is definitely what I would call that. I love this color, says Karina C. Lasted long outside in the hot Georgia heat on one day of drinking. Get it, girl. I couldn't get mine to stay that long, but maybe that was a me thing. I am a face toucher. The color was a bit too pink for me, but went on really smooth, says Gina. So it sounds like she got a pinker toned one. This feels nice on the lips and gives a light wash of color, says Chelsea. Went on nicely and stayed on all day. The color was so good on me, says Heather S. Oh man, maybe this stays on longer than I thought, and maybe I just did something to it. What did I have for lunch? I don't remember. Madison says, this formula is great, and it is easy to put on. I love the color I received as well. Tarine M said, this actually isn't too drying like other matte lips that I've gotten. Stays on nicely, says Kylie. I'm not a huge lipstick person, says Megan G. I am more of a tinted or regular gloss girl. This is okay for me. It is matte, but it's not drying. I will wear this maybe once in a while, which I sounds like for her, that's an endorsement. Light feel, and it doesn't dry out your lips. Love the applicator. It does not dry out your lips, and the applicator is one of these little... I was first introduced to this type of applicator through BoxyCharm, OG BoxyCharms from like 3-4 years ago. And I actually liked them then too, and I was curious if I would like that type of applicator again. And I do. I chose something in this box as my choice item, and I've only gotten to use it this morning, so you know Be subscribed, hit the bell so you don't miss out on my upcoming quarterly BoxyCharm reviews. To get into this Sunday Riley A+ high dose retinoid serum, this box is like crazy. It gives you a great description on how to use this product for your skin type, and then you open it up and it's like sitting there. This is such pretty packaging. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes packaging, you know, makes it feel a little bit more luxe. And this gives you a ton of information on the box, which I always appreciate when it comes to skincare. Obviously with skincare and just to trying it this one time, I'm going to need a longer amount of time to give you a thorough review. It felt nice going on the skin. The pump is a really nice feature. I like having a pump on so many of my skincare pieces. That is a game changer for me. Feels pretty substantial as far as the packaging goes as well, pretty hefty. I also like that it gives you on the box, if you are new to retinoids, how to start introducing this into your skincare routine so you don't overwhelm your skin. I love when there's education behind a skincare item because we're all just learning as we go. You know what I mean? We didn't go to school for this. There isn't like a book to teach us everything. Well, there might be a book. I don't have that book. Do you have that book? Either way, I love when products tell you the best ways to incorporate this into your routine. I think that's amazing. This is an $85 value, which is also a very nice high-end skincare item I was really excited to get. The purpose of this item is to really help your skin to start reducing lines and wrinkles and giving your skin a nice fresh feel. It even says it encourages the signs of clearer skin. So let's see what other people are saying. Maybe we've got some multiple time buyers on this and maybe they can give us some more tips. I don't know, let's see. So Jessica has apparently had hers for a while and she says, wow, this stuff is amazing. Saw results in the first week with my skin. Wow. Nichole M says, it's a little intimidating, but I'm excited to give this a shot. Shauna B said, honestly, I noticed results in one night. What? Skin looks fantastic and can't wait to see the prolonged results. It goes on smooth and it does not dry out my skin. Great quality, says Megan R. This is what I was hoping for. Someone who's had it before. Nogrina says, 5 hearts. I have tried this before and I loved it so hard. I had to get it again. Adriana W gave this 5 hearts and sounds like she is a Sunday Riley expert because she owns a lot of their products. She says, I own almost all of the Sunday Riley products except for this one. I didn't own any vitamin A products, so I was stoked to find this in my box. In true Sunday Riley fashion, the packaging is very extra. It comes in a glass bottle, giving protection and even a more luxurious feel. The product comes out slightly runny and has a faint smell. The smell is quite odd, but dissipates shortly after rubbing it in. I agree with everything she just said. I love this, says Tamra O. I went on vacation in Florida, and when I came back, my forehead had sunspots and all kinds of pigmentations. I used the Sunday Riley and poof, it was gone. Is it like witchcraft? What? I don't know, but I am so excited to use this more, so stay tuned and be subscribed so you hear my updates. Okay, the other eyeshadow palette, I told you guys that I did get in my box, and honestly, when I first opened it, I had to recheck the brand, because to me, this looks like a Makeup Revolution palette when you open it, but apparently it is Ciate London. This is a fun little case here. But I feel like when I open it, does this not give you some Makeup Revolution vibes? It totally looks like that kind of palette to me. This is the New England Editor palette inspired by New England Fall. This palette features super soft blendable shadows with a mix of richly pigmented autumnal hues. Mix and match the metallic glitters and mattes for an effortless hazy eye look. $32. So I have used this. I've used the brown matte shade over here, this cream shade to kind of put all over my lid. I did use this highlighty shade up here yesterday. Now today I wanted to use this palette a bit more, so I did go into this center shade here, and I put it all over my lid with my finger. Now what I can tell you about these are they're very chunky, because this is more of that like red tone here. I'll kind of get into it. It feels really nice on the finger. It's very like wet feeling, and you could definitely see those reflective properties in it. But as I was patting it on my lid, I could definitely see it's a chunkier eyeshadow. So I don't know if it would have gone on well with a brush without having a ton of fallout. Do a little finger swatch here for you. I mostly press on when I put it on my lids to be kind to my lids, obviously, but this is a swipe, and swipes and swatches are always a little different than how they apply on the eyes. Keep that in mind. Today, I needed to charge my battery, so I couldn't film me packing that on my lid for you. So sorry. But I can tell you it was definitely chunkier. I needed to go back a couple times, add a little bit more product to my fingers, and kind of just press, pat, press, and pat. And then the color was nice, but it was also something that I wasn't really vibing with to wear all day. So that's when I went into that Butter London palette that I told you about, took that highlight and put that on the finger and really pressed that all through the lid to kind of liven up this eye look so it wasn't so fall vampy. I want to play with this a little bit more before I give you too deep of thoughts about it, because again, I've only had it like 2 days and I've mostly delved into the mattes the first day, and today I went into this more chunky metallic shade. So give me a little bit more time. I like the mirror with it. I kind of want to play with this green tone. I want to maybe see how some of these golds play out. Oh, I do have this matte on. I put on a brown today and then put this more pinky coral tone in my crease to kind of fluff it around just so it wasn't such a dark eye look and I could warm it up a bit. And I think that blended really well and it looks nice on the lids. So I'm going to need a little bit more time, but that's also why I dive deeper into the reviews. So let's see what other people think about this. This is a $32 value, which is also super reasonable if you don't get Boxy Premium, but you think you might want this palette. Cute shimmers and a nice color story, says Amber G. Madison K said, not my favorite palette, too many shimmers, but great quality shadows. Ooh, Kayla gave this a thorough review at 4.5 hearts. She said this palette has 4 mattes, 2 satins, 3 glitters, and 9 shimmers. I usually like palettes with more mattes than shimmers. Me too. But this palette formula is amazing. I create so many neutral but glam looks, even smoky ones. I would never have picked this palette up on my own because of the color scheme and the no names on the palette and how it looks like Makeup Revolution. Oh wow, she gets me. But the mirror is nice and the formula is better. And the color scheme is perfect to me now. Ooh, that is a huge endorsement, and that was really thorough. Thank you, girl. This palette is so pretty in person, says Alexis. It is. Like, looking at it, it looks really pretty. I thought it looked nice online, but the shimmers and the shades are so much better in person. I loved it. Gorgeous color story and well-made packaging. Very pleased to have gotten this, said Laura. Give me a little bit more time, and I will give you a more in-depth review, maybe in a faves and fails, but you know I'm always going to be telling you more in an upcoming quarterly BoxyCharm review. Okay, I gotta talk about this right now because I'm wearing it on my face and I'm so excited to keep playing with this some more, but so far I'm really enjoying this sister product to the concealer. This is the Too Faced Born This Way setting powder. Look how much product you get. I could not believe how big this tub was when I got it. 17 grams, 0.56 ounces. This is $33 value. This powder provides a veil of perfecting luminosity for a finish so natural they'll think you were born this way. This formula is infused with hyaluronic acid, which gives a smoother, more youthful appearance. Please and thank you. I will take all the youthfulness I can get this year. OMG. I use these a lot to set down my foundations and concealers, and I always like to pull out a sponge with these, kind of apply it right under the eyes immediately so nothing creases, and then kind of apply it all over my face. I really enjoy this so far. Again, I'm only on day 2 wear, but I was even being a real big face toucher yesterday, having a stressful day, and I was like, "Rah!" at one point, and I could still see that I had on foundation. It kind of still kept my face together. Today, I'm really pleased with how it set down even more makeup because I have on the full meal deal today with bronzers and blushes and the whole thing, and I'm really liking it. So I think it blended well with all my other products too. I got this in my box and I needed a new setting powder, so this is perfect, says Mary. Amelia said, this is my first time using Too Faced, and I was impressed with how well it matched me and how well it held up. Well, I do believe this is translucent, so the good news is it's an actual translucent that sounds like it can work for various skin tones. Kimberly W. said, I love Too Faced products, and I am so thrilled to be able to use this finishing powder. Yes, you can absolutely use it as a finishing powder at the end of your makeup, but I also use it right in the middle, just to like pack down everything with the concealers and foundation, but as an oily-ish skin girl, that works for me. Jeanette said, I have this powder and I've used it for years. It's a classic. You can't go wrong with it. Really happy to get this in my box. Another great product, says Tabitha. Second best item in this month's premium box. Can we get the foundation next month, please, says Kristen. I've heard mixed reviews about the foundation. What do you know about it? Rachel says, I already own this, 5 hearts, and I'm so glad to have a backup. So this is actually getting a lot of love. Something that's definitely going to be going in the giveaway is a MAC Amplified Cream Lipstick. You guys know I don't use MAC products, so this is going to be going in your giveaway. It's a nice bougie brand. Happy to give this to you guys. Something that I'm not loving, and it's on my lashes, and it's why I told you earlier I have a little bit of like mess underneath this eye, even though I did wait for it to dry, kind of tried to scrape it off, but I'm very sensitive around those parts of my eyes, so I don't get too deep with it. So you can still kind of maybe see a faint shadow right here. It is from this Laura Geller. This is like a mascara primer. I just don't think I like these, to be perfectly honest. This is a fortifying eyelash lash primer, $24. I am finding for myself this lash primer, and maybe my lashes don't like lash primers. That's okay. I can tell you today my eyelashes are going straight out, even though I have curled them 2-3 times, once before applying this, and then after I let it fully dry. The first day I immediately did my regular favorite mascara over the top of this while this was still wet, and I think that may have worked better. Today I tried this after it totally dried, and I think my eyelashes are just shooting straight out. There's no curl, there's no lift. I just don't think these kind of things work for my eyes personally. The mascara that I put with it is the Lash Princess from Essence, $4.99. I just love this mascara, and I just don't think these need lash primers personally, or maybe I just don't like the way my eyelashes look with them, and that's just how my eyelashes are. I don't know. But I even tried yesterday, one eye with the primer, one eye without, and at first I didn't really even notice a difference, even upon initial application. I did not see anything great. I truly, truly didn't. So then today I thought, well, maybe I need to let it fully dry and then apply my favorite mascara. No, they don't look good. I don't like it, not my favorite. I wouldn't buy it again. Not something I'd use, says Mazel. I'm not very excited about this eyelash primer. Meh, I'm so over getting Laura Geller products, says Nirga. Makes my eyelashes look super full, says Heather. So her eyelashes love it. Not a fan of eyelash primers, but her blush is my favorite, says Tabitha. I'll try it, but meh, says Denise. This is kind of getting some mediocre reviews, to be honest, as I keep looking through here. Does nothing for my lashes, says Maria C. But then Lisa says helps to thicken my lashes. So I think it just is all personal preference. How do your eyelashes work with these type of products? I keep trying them when I get them in BoxyCharms, various brands, whoever sends them. Mascara primers just don't seem to work for me, so that's unfortunate. One of the last things I got, it kind of came just opened like this. This is an exfoliator, like you're supposed to slip this on your hand. It's called After Spa Slip-On Exfoliator, $18. It's just supposed to, cleanse the body and exfoliate the body while you're in the shower. I don't think I really need to do a deep dive on this. We've all either tried something like this or are familiar with it. It's kind of nice to get something like this in your box, but it's kind of just like, for me, like a bonus item. You know what I mean? I think that might be everything, guys, and my battery is flashing, and this is already such a long video. Guys, I love doing these BoxyCharm deep dives with you. Tell me, did you get some of the things I got? Did you get a totally different box? A lot of times we're finding, even though I get 3 boxes a month, sometimes you guys still get stuff that's totally different from mine. So tell me below, what are you loving that you received in your box? Are there ways and tricks and tips that I could try things differently? Give us your thoughts on the products below. If you did receive them, how you've liked using them, how you've not liked using them. I love hearing from you because I learn from you guys as much as you learn from me. And be sure to check out my description box below for the giveaway information. And don't forget, for a second entry, you can always go over to my Instagram and follow me there. Comment on the BoxyCharm post from today, and then you're entered in a second entry for these giveaway items. So many good things in this giveaway. I am super duper excited. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you happen to be new to my loud, weird, crazy, unique channel, hi new friends. I hope you take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on all of these fun, loud, weird, unique videos I put out every single week.